Booyah.
It's Halloween. You got your costume picked out? Boom. Why be anything else if you can be Aquaman? You know what I'm saying? Happy Halloween. You're welcome.
So that was Jason Momoa promoting the Aquaman movie with a TV spot. And here's some more Aquaman news. But of course, there's always a negative angle that these websites attack the DCEU with. So Screen Rant says, Aquaman and Bumblebee box office projections are franchise worsts. Now obviously Aquaman and Bumblebee, they're not released until December, and these early box office projections, they're usually wrong, so you might as well just ignore this. They're claiming that Aquaman's going to make between $40 to $60 million in its first 3 days, while Bumblebee is projected for $15 to $25 million in its opening weekend. And if you remember that guy with his YouTube channel who keeps telling people he knows someone who deals with numbers. Yeah, Venom was not going to make more than 60 million. So yeah, let's just ignore those kind of losers. Here we have Gal Gadot in a Batman mask, looking amazing. You probably saw Shorty's reaction to this, and I think everyone will probably have the same reaction. And this photo was taken by Clay Enos. He's a good friend of Zack Snyder. He's done a lot of work with Zack Snyder, and he took this photo on Gal Gadot's last day of filming Justice League, and he announced it on Twitter as well. But then someone asked him, was this before or after Whedon destroyed the film? And Clay Enos replied, before. It's good to see people like Clay Enos still on Team Snyder. That's what I like to see. Got some more Gal Gadot photos if you're into them. Someone on Instagram by the name of SilentTW. They posted some photos of Gal Gadot on the set of Wonder Woman 1984. Looking beautiful as always, getting some cream mixed into her face or something. Here she is with Patty Jenkins, going over the script I'm sure. Moving on, we've got Birds of Prey confirmed to be rated R. That's according to comicbook.com and a few other websites. But you know how it is, we always hear, oh, this film's going to be R-rated and that film's going to be R-rated, and then when it gets to closer to release, suddenly it's not R-rated and everyone's up in arms. So I'm going to wait and see, because I've heard it before and I don't trust Warner Brothers to stick to this plan of making Birds of Prey a rated R. But let's see what Cathy Yan, the director, has to say about this. During a recent appearance at the US-China Entertainment Summit, Cathy Yan spoke about the upcoming all-female team-up movie. According to Deadline, Yan confirmed during the presentation that the movie would be rated R, something that has been reported in one way or another for several months now. She says, I pitched the idea of an R-rated girl gang film including Harley because I was like, Harley needs friends. So that's the end of her quote. Goes on to say, Margot Robbie, who will reprise her role as Harley Quinn, said of the film last year, Harley loves interacting with people, so don't ever make her do a standalone film. She's got to be with other people. It should be a girl gang. I wasn't seeing enough girl gangs on screen, especially in the action space, so that was always a big part of it. The film will see Harley teaming up with Black Canary, played by Journey Smollett-Bell, Huntress, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Renee Montoya, Rosie Perez, and Cassandra Cain, as they all attempt to take down DC Comics villain Black Mask. According to Yan, the script from Bumblebee's Christina Hodson was a highlight of preparing to potentially do the project. Yan said, I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was relatively painless and straightforward. I immediately loved the script, and it felt like something I could really do, and it felt very much like my own voice. Got more quotes from Ray Fisher. He says he wants Zack Snyder to direct his DCEU solo film. This is from Screen Rant. They said, it was inevitable that Cyborg would come up in a recent interview of Fisher by DC World. Fisher was asked if he knew he would join the Justice League after being cast as Victor in Batman v Superman. He did, and what he had been told about the character's future. He expressed his enthusiasm to continue the role, and he says he knows exactly who he wants to tell Cyborg's story, Zack Snyder. I did know about being a part of Justice League. Zack explained what the overall plan for me was at the time, and that there was the potential of a Cyborg standalone down the line. Assuming the story would be grounded and compelling, I'd love to do a solo film. I think Cyborg has the potential for a superhero film unlike any we've seen before. If Zack were ever to come back to direct another DC film, he'd be my top pick to direct. I love how Ray Fisher is loyal to Zack Snyder, and this is probably the first time I've heard of any DC actor coming out and saying they want Zack Snyder back to direct another DC film. So you never know, maybe after a little bit of time has passed, maybe Zack Snyder will be ready to come back and make another DC film, and hopefully a Cyborg film. And finally we have Henry Cavill as Gerald. And it's the first look, the first official reveal by Netflix of Henry Cavill as Geralt in The Witcher TV show. So he looks alright. Everyone's freaking out that he doesn't have a beard or any scars. Well, I've heard that the TV show will be more like the books, and he didn't have a beard, he was, not as experienced in the books, and I think the video games took place after the books had finished. So click that like button, share, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Click that notification bell so you know when I upload my next video. I'm Shaker, and I will catch you later.